This is about leveling stainless steel frets. They're kind of new, and I only do the ones that I see, or I only do it as often as the ones that I see. So it's always a learning process with something new. This guitar, someone else put stainless steel frets in up to about here. And they leveled them. And if you don't level them correctly the first time, it's a little difficult to get them level, perfectly leveled. When I put frets in, I use my level checker to see that when I put them in, that they're seated all the way down and that they're extremely level as possible, so that when I level them, I take the least amount of material off the top. And the reason why you want to try to get them as level as possible is because, so for example, if you have 3 frets beside each other, and this one's higher, the leveling tool will actually go up over that high fret, and you're actually not taking it down. It's not perfectly level. It will bump over it like that. So you must check all the time with the straight edge. When you use a straight edge, you have to be aware that the fingerboard is radiused, so it's higher in the center than on the outside edges. So if your level is not parallel to the fingerboard, you're going to have you're going to be lower here than there, because this will be in a higher point in the radius. So your level must be parallel, perfectly parallel to the fingerboard. Otherwise, you will get erroneous readings. So what I do is I mark the fret tops with a Sharpie, and then I take the light and shine it away, and that shows me the colors. Like, see, I didn't get to here yet, so that's actually blue, and then this one was scraped off. But if you see here, the flat, the top of the fret, the flat part that I've been filing, is wider than that one. This one's a little wider than that one, and this one is wider, and that one is wider. So that shows that this one is lower. And then if you're doing stainless steel, I'm discovering that I need to go I would take the fret that is lower. Where's my finger? There we go. The fret that is lower, and put it in the center, and I will file in this direction until all 3 frets have been rubbed. And that helps to just kind of keep me focused here, here, and here. And I had to do that a little bit, and then I go back in this direction. I keep marking the tops with the Sharpie, and then I have to go back in this direction to ensure that I'm not just taking these 3 and lowering them a lot. You have to be aware of how hard you're pressing and how much you're taking off. What was I gonna say? What was I thinking? Yes. And you must always start at the upper end and work your way down. It's true that this fret could actually be a different height than the first fret because of the contours of the neck and imperfections in the shape of the neck. But you start here and just kind of keep going like this. Keep making sure that this part is incorporated into this part and how much you're taking down. If you start here and these end up being lower a little bit than these, then you'll just get you might get a rattle throughout the neck. So you have to make sure you start here and just keep and work your way down, because these can actually be a little lower than those. If these are lower than these, you're just gonna get a continuous rattle, possibly on every note or a lot of the notes. So stainless steel is tough because it's so hard that the file does kind of, it'll teeter on this high fret. So it won't be taking it down equally to those, so you have to keep checking. So this is the second time I'm leveling this guitar. That happens with stainless steel, and it must be because of what I'm talking about. So anyway, there's some information on leveling frets and leveling stainless steel. So you can see that this one is much wider than that one. So now they seem to be the same height, so I will round this one out so it's not very flat, and this one is rounder. I try to achieve the same roundness on every fret. Alright, so hopefully I'll remember to video how it came out.